You are never fully here. You sit in meetings, but your mind is already tomorrow. You eat, but you scroll. You hold a conversation, but you rehearse your reply. You are physically present and mentally absent, a ghost haunting your own life. You exist in the gap between what is happening and what might happen next. You scroll, you anticipate, you escape. This is not living. This is a slow disappearance. We were raised to optimize, to multitask, to always be preparing for the next move. The culture sold you presence as weakness. The productive man has 17 tabs open. He plans, he anticipates, he never stops. So you learned to fragment yourself. Your attention became a resource you traded for stimulation. Every notification trained your mind to live in interruption. Every scroll rewired you to reject stillness. Now you cannot sit alone in silence for 5 minutes without reaching for your phone. Not because you need something, because stillness terrifies you, because when the noise stops, you hear the emptiness inside. This is not busyness. It is a burial. In 1645, days before his death, Miyamoto Musashi climbed into a cave and wrote his final testament. 21 precepts for living without weakness. He had fought 61 duels. He had survived ambushes, betrayals, the collapse of everything he loved, and he arrived at this: never stray from the way. Not the way of the sword, the way of total commitment to each breath, each moment, each action, without reservation. Presence was not a luxury for Musashi. It was a weapon. The samurai who hesitated, who was half here, half elsewhere, was already dead. Ask yourself right now, in this moment, are you here or are you already somewhere else, planning your escape? The answer determines whether you are built in a life or merely rehearsing one. Neuroscience calls it default mode, network activation. The brain's compulsive drift into past regret and future simulation. We're not anchored to the present. Your amygdala treats mental absence as safety. Constant mental movement feels like control, but it is the opposite of control. It is surrender. This is what Musashi understood through war, what science confirmed centuries later. A fragmented mind cannot act, it can only react. The man who lives everywhere lives nowhere. He pulls the trigger after the moment has passed. The Ronin's void is not emptiness, it is compression. Total force into a single point. This task, this breath, this person in front of you, you do not split, you arrive. And when you arrive completely, your actions carry weight that scattered men cannot match. Imagine 4 a.m., alone, no audience, no algorithm watching. You sit with one task and you give it everything, not because someone will notice, but because this moment is your life. You are no longer haunted by what comes next. You are forged by what is now. That is not discipline, that is sovereignty. Never stray from the way means this: the man who masters presence masters everything. The scattered man owns nothing. Not his time, not his mind, not his results. You are the way. Be here, knowing this is easy. Living undivided is the war. The night your training begins with the void protocol, set a timer for 10 minutes. No phone, no music, one task only. When your mind drifts, and it will, you return. That return is the training. Go to the commons right. I own my attention. This is your contract. Download the 21 principles linked below. Subscribe.